That's the question.
Well, a lot of these issues of the stuff we're talking about come out of those images that I was trying to honor. And it's not even images, it's impressions. You know, memory is a funny thing because it's a combination of visual, tactile impressions. Sometimes are visual, sometimes are smells, sounds. So I was trying to honor that in the best cinematic way. Most of them were very detailed already in the screenplay. Sometimes it was a different thing that my producer wanted. When we were scouting, my producer usually wanted to blindfold me until we arrived to the next location because of stuff that could happen, but I think that they can talk better about that.
Well, it was a tough, it was a long shoot. We shot for about 108 days. And I have to say that most of the crew was pretty young. I think, you know, maybe a handful of people had lived in your
Saying
town.
that the oldest one.
Respectfully. And so it was, we did, I don't know, 6 months or more of research. We all tried to learn not only of the visual aspects of everything that you said that you see in the frame, but what you hear. So he was very adamant about like the sounds of the city, the sounds of like the people that sell the merchandising outside the cinema, and they had to be specifically of those of the correct intonation and, you know, the way they spoke in that time. So I think everything was very, very, very well researched and executed to Alfonso's specifications. And they were actually, I have to say, as demanding as he's always been in other films. But this one felt like only he could understand, because only he had the script. And only he lived the time period, so he was like, it's not, doesn't sound like that, or doesn't look like that. And we're like, okay.
We have to look for street vendors that were still alive, that either retired or they will just lend their voices.
To add to something about it is that we tried to shoot most of the film in continuity, which that helped everybody in terms of that we all had, of course, in the side of the production, we knew, you know, the locations, we knew the elements that each scene had, but we had to work on each scene, you know, in order, so we could also focus and get into the dynamic of the story. You know, the kids are having breakfast, and then we knew what should follow, so we could prepare to the next point. The actors would be, you know, getting into their scene most of the times in continuity, so that helped also to get to approach to Alfonso's vision, not only of a period movie, but